Ever wonder how we went from staring at simple cave paintings to taking 500 blurry selfies of our lunch every single day? It all started with a box, a hole, and a whole lot of confusion. Welcome back. Today we're talking about the camera obscura. Sounds fancy, right? Like a spell from Harry Potter. But it's actually the world's oldest, weirdest, and most accidental invention. Thousands of years ago, people realized something strange. If you sat in a dark room with a tiny hole in the wall, the outside world would magically project itself onto your wall. But here's the kicker. Everything was upside down. The trees, the people walking by, your neighbor's cat, everything. You are sitting there in the dark, watching a live-action movie of your own life. But you are literally seeing the world from the perspective of a bat hanging from the ceiling. Imagine explaining this to a villager back then. You say, "Hey, look at my wall." And they say, "Why is the cow walking on the sky?" And you reply, "It's art, Steve. Don't touch it." For a long time, artists used these dark rooms to cheat. Seriously. They would trace the projections to get perfect proportions. It was the 1500s version of using AI to draw your profile picture. They weren't taking photos. They were just tracing shadows. Before cameras, if you wanted to remember what your family looked like, you had to hire a painter. And if that guy wasn't talented, well, your ancestor ended up looking like a potato with a bonnet on. Then came the 1800s. People started experimenting with chemicals. They realized that if they put light-sensitive paper in that box, the light would burn the image onto it. But it took 8 hours for the first photo to be taken. 8 hours. Imagine having to hold a smile for 8 hours. You would go from dignified portrait to "I am currently having a mental breakdown" in about 45 minutes. That is exactly why everyone in old photos looks so grumpy. They were not depressed. They were just bored out of their minds. That's how we went from staring at upside-down projections to having a computer in our pockets. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to subscribe to Tech Caffeine for more. Tell me in the comments, if you could save only one single photo from your entire life, which one would it be?